My name is Tommy Nolen, and I am the CATV Training and Special Projects Coordinator for Conway Corp, and this is how I work. Born and raised here in Faulkner County, graduated from school in Mount Vernon, Arkansas, and shortly after high school I went to work at Baldwin Piano Factory. Started in the warehouse, ended up working on the players for the pianos. You flip them up, they play by themselves. I was installing all that, and it was then that I realized that I really enjoyed electronics and how everything worked. And the opportunity opened up for me to come to work at Conway Corp. So I interviewed in 2000, was offered a job, and started on the service crew, installing services to all the new builds in Conway. After about a year and a half, I moved to installs, worked in installs for probably about 3 years, and then advanced to trouble. Worked there for 2 or 3 years into maintenance, working on the hard lines for the city, and did that and moved into the role of senior maintenance technician, and served in that role for about 6 or 7 years, and which led me to my current role as a training and special projects coordinator for Conway Corp. So the most difficult part of my job today would be keeping up with current technology changes. I mean, it's ever changing every day. I mean, you think that you're on top of it and something new comes out. Everything's constantly changing. Best part of my job for me would be getting to work with people and help problem solve. There's nothing like seeing someone distressed and not knowing how to figure something out, and then having the opportunity to show them a solution. I think that is one thing that sets not just me or my guys or our department apart, but Conway Corp as a whole, is that we do a great job of keeping it in perspective of what if it was me? What if this was my problem? What if this was an ongoing issue? And we try to relate with that as best we can and resolve it as soon as possible. When you're one-on-one with a customer in the house, that they've called because they don't know or they don't understand how to fix or resolve the problem. So if you just listen and work with the customer, by the time you leave, you're kind of their hero, I guess, if you will. And that's really gratifying to me to take when somebody can't figure something out, and we can walk them through it step by step. And when we leave, they feel better about the product. So another thing that we take care of is not just residential customers, but on top of that, Conway is growing, fast. And with that comes the needs and demands of businesses moving into town. I help oversee and maintain the installation of all of our fiber customers. A lot of people may not realize that there are Wi-Fi hotspots throughout the town, in the parks, downtown Conway. That is something that we oversee and take care of, maintain, make sure that it is up to par and giving people the most reliable connectivity possible. 5-10 years ago, I would have never imagined that we would be where we are today. With technology, being able to pause TV in one room, go into the other room, resume what I was watching on a separate TV, the fact that we can put the whole home on a network and you can view that content anywhere in the house, the fact that you can take your cell phone and log in and see your content or information, email alone, the updates that you get. Someone calls on the phone and I can get a voicemail to my email across our services. I never would have imagined that there would be such a demand on fiber services throughout our city. I mean, it is surreal, the calls that come in, people requesting more bandwidth, more bandwidth. I had the opportunity to sit in on at an SCTE meeting, and a speaker on the head of the board for the SCTE, the Society of Cable Telecommunication Engineers, he stated that very thing, that the next 5 years will trump the past 20 years. So just think about that. Everything that's happened over the past 20 years, the next 5 years will consume that.